Hello, I'm Helen. This short video is an introduction to the drama triangle and how we can use it to our benefit during health coaching conversations. The drama triangle is a social model of human interaction, which helps us understand how conflict arises between people, often in dramatic or intense relationships, or in our everyday interactions. This model was first developed by Stephen Cartman in 1968, and Cartman is often referred to as the father of transactional analysis. Today we can see the drama triangle is played out in almost every social interaction, including within the workplace, our families and friends, politics, on TV, the movies, and it seems especially prevalent on social media. It is estimated that at least 3 out of 5 of all social interaction occurs within the drama triangle. There are 3 main character roles at play here: the victim, the rescuer or hero, and the persecutor or villain, and they all tend to be triggered by a sense of fear. Understanding how these roles work and being able to identify them at play can help us change the course of a potentially destructive or toxic relationship or interaction. Indeed, once you understand the drama triangle, you will see it all around you, but crucially, you will have the choice and ability to change the way that you react, the roles that you play, and ultimately the outcome of the interaction. This is particularly powerful when you consider health coaching. The victim is a central character and is often considered to be the person who feels hopeless, helpless, and powerless in a situation. They will often say things like, "I never have any luck," or "Why does this always happen to me?" They look to others to take charge of the situation and fix it for them. You could say that they look for a hero to rescue them. The hero role tends to take responsibility and ownership for the victim's problems. They often have a deep need to be needed. They'll often say things like, "They need me to fix this," or "They can't do it on their own, they need my help." The hero sees the victim as being incapable of taking charge of their own life situation and feels compelled to fix it for them. Fixing and making things better for the other person gives them a warm, fuzzy feeling of satisfaction and a sense of being essential for the other person's well-being. Ironically, the hero frequently puts another person's needs ahead of their own and therefore may frequently suffer from burnout. In pre-flight instructions, there's a reason why aircraft stewards tell us that we need to apply the oxygen mask first to ourselves before we put it on others. But the hero seems to forget this. The dynamic that we see between the victim and the hero is often played out in the movies or in romantic comedies, which may make it appear normal. But in reality, these are often unhealthy relationships. Instead of helping or supporting the victim, the hero will tend to increase the victim's sense of powerlessness. The third role in the triangle is the persecutor, who's often seen as the villain. This character appears to think that attack is the best form of defence, and they tend to focus on a perceived weakness in another. They may think or say things like, "They're wrong and I'm right," or "Serves her right, she got exactly what she deserves." The villain doesn't have to be a person. It can also take the form of a health condition or a circumstance. The villain is often perceived as the cause of the victim's woes. Villains and victims are often in a symbiotic relationship where one cannot exist without the other. One thing to recognise about the drama triangle is that each of the roles are interchangeable. So the hero could become a villain, or the villain could become a victim, or the victim could become the hero, etc. It sometimes seems like a dance of interchanging characters, a dance that is tricky to step away from, as we're often unaware that we're actually dancing. During a health coaching interaction, it is not unusual to see people playing several different drama triangle roles, even within the same conversation. Each person entering the drama triangle has a preferred role or starting gate. This is the role that they most naturally step into to enter the drama triangle. The starting gate is influenced by our childhood experiences. One person may enter as a victim, whereas another person may enter as a hero, while another as a villain. There is no shame or blame being apportioned here. This is a dance that we have all been socially conditioned down the generations to dance. Have a think about which starting gate you are naturally drawn to. There is some great work by psychologist David Emerald. He talks about people making a choice of moving out of the drama triangle and stepping into the empowerment dynamic or a creator space. Emerald describes the opposite of victim being a creator, opposite of villain being a challenger or a catalyst for change, and the opposite of the hero being a coach. We will explore ways to enable this through our training sessions together, but it's suffice to say that by deliberately choosing to step out of the drama triangle and into an empowerment space for yourself, you will also be offering an opportunity for others in the triangle to change their behaviours too. While we may not directly be responsible for everything that happens to us, we do have the capacity to choose our response to circumstances, and by making a choice to proactively free ourselves from the drama triangle, we can make a shift to relationships that empower us to live lives that are much more fulfilled. So I'd like to pose a couple of questions. The first one is, what do you think about what you've just heard? And secondly, how do you feel that this understanding can make a difference when coaching others?